Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Company update. Little company Zoom call essentially. I like this ray of sunlight coming down, both back here and over there. This little rays of sunlight. Very good production quality for once. Yeah, we'll get the numbers up, share away. Thumbs up, share. So in the previous live stream, previous company call, which this is merely a continuation of, somebody was saying, "Why can't you be more like Scott Adams? You've what do you say? Like you've lost your way. You've lost your way. Why can't you be more like Scott Adams? Why can't you see the Epstein files the way that Scott Adams sees them?" This is, of course, the cartoonist who created Dilbert, very vocal Trump supporter and live streamer, and old gentleman, dying of prostate cancer. So you're asking me, why can't I be more like an old guy dying of prostate cancer? That's quite the ask. Quite the thing to ask of me. I'm not a shapeshifter. I can't shift forms. I can't live life in Scott Adams' shoes, nor would I want to. And as I said in that previous live stream, I don't make little pretzels for you guys. I know it seems like this is the dismantling of a 15 or 20-year-old pedophile ring involving, global businessmen and even British royals. I know that's what it seems like, but actually this is a Democrat hoax. Here you go. Your salted pretzel is finished. We don't do that here at Fulcrum. That's the Scott Adams thing. We don't do that here. And we don't do the Megyn Kelly thing. Well, if a leader, if a leader slept with kids, is that such a big deal? Yeah, it is. Former federal prosecutor Megyn Kelly, former, tough legal mind on Fox. Yeah, that's a big deal. It's a disqualifier for every single profession in the government. But yeah, it's why can't you be more like Scott Adams? I think what Scott Adams and people like that are doing to the base is absolutely shameful. This horrible news comes out, instead of processing it in a somewhat honest way, instead of processing it, you get this garbage, this QAnon without the without even the hopium, just this sad Scott Adams spending his final months potentially on Earth before he has to go into hospital care, because again, he's dying of cancer, according to the headlines, or at least that was what I saw over the summer. So a man who's got serious health problems and he's spending his time gaslighting the internet. Oh, that whole movement's done. That whole movement is done because they told us that Epstein was the center of the deep state. I love the selective memory of so many of you. It was Trump himself who said, here's phase one of the Epstein files. And then a bunch of people walked out of the White House holding up binders that said Epstein files phase one. And they apparently contained nothing new. They were just random, printouts of stuff that had been out there for years. And these idiots, these, pro-administration idiots are up there waving the binder like, we got him. We finally got Epstein. Just the sham. Absolute sham. So why can't I be more like Scott Adams? Well, because a person like that will not be around forever based on his age. He's not the future. Somebody like me is. Am I going to waste what's left of my credibility defending something that's absolutely indefensible at every level? I mean, if this guy, if this president of ours was meeting with Epstein in 2019, the same year that Epstein died, that's not a good look, first of all. Second of all, why was he being talked about between Ghislaine and Jeffrey Epstein in their private emails? Why are they talking about Trump in 2011? This is 4 or 5 years before he runs for office. He's just a private citizen. Why is he their focus back then? And why is Epstein saying stuff to people emailing him? Again, way before there's a campaign to malign, way before there's a campaign for Epstein to smear. Why is he saying about private citizen Trump that this guy is the worst? What does that mean in this context? Like, what is going on? What is going on, folks? I think other people are obviously saying the same thing. Like the homepage of the New York Times is asking the same questions. Why is his name popping up in these emails from 2011? Not good. And then I saw a comment, somebody said, what's coming out really vindicates what you were saying back in 2016 and 2017. It does. It absolutely does. You got P. Diddy in federal prison. You got Jeffrey Epstein, or rather, the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein, coming back to haunt everybody. And, just absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. So, and why would Trump not want to meet with the victims? So you're the president. Don't you care about wanting to go after crime that involves American children now that these people are adults and can speak in court? You don't want to meet with the victims. In fact, you're mocking them in public. Good legal representation in the future because you're tainting the public opinion of them. Like, why is an American president mocking real victims of Jeffrey Epstein? What is that? What is that, folks? I'll leave this one here.